What is going on, YouTube? Joe here with Color Nation Media, bringing you yet another Pokemon X and Y Wi-Fi battle today against Swagma, fellow YouTuber. Very awesome guy. I battled him before on the channel, as you might remember. I think it was like a lower tiered match. Anyway, I lost that, and we're having another match today. It's just a mixed tier, so I'm just bringing a bunch of strange stuff, I guess you could say. He's probably going to do the same because he doesn't like to bring all the hoary stuff. He's cooler than that. Anyway, before we get into the battle today, just would like to remind you guys that as long as this video reaches 60 likes, I will continue to bring you these daily Wi-Fi battle uploads and all of that fun stuff. Now, looking at this team, he's got some really cool stuff. Marowak, how fun is that? Victory Bell, which could be scary if he starts to set up Sun, Blastoise, Tentacruel, Yanmega, and Krookodile. I'm bringing Rapidash, Aggron, Gardevoir, Claydol, Samurott, and Jolteon. So we both have some interesting things. Jolteon's going to be difficult to get going here because he has two ground types. That's going to prevent me from spamming Volt Switch all over the place. And he basically has that just because he's got three Pokemon that are going to be weak to electricity, so it's just a decent team build, I guess you could say. Now, what do I want to lead off with? Part of me wants to lead off with the Claydol. He might lead off with the Krookodile just for the taunt, to prevent me from setting up stuff. That is very much so a possibility, but I'm going to lead off with the Claydol anyway. I'm going to do that anyway, because leading off with Jolteon is kind of silly. I can't do a whole lot with Jolteon until I get those two ground types out of the way, because he's just going to get free switches. Neither one of them really take that much from Shadow Ball, Krookodile especially, and that's my only other coverage move. So yeah, it's not a transfer Jolteon, it's a Kalos bred, so it does not have Signal Beam. And it doesn't have HP Ice either, so it's really not the best build, I guess. But he's going to send out the Marowak to start things off, and I really don't think this can do a whole lot to me, so I'm not scared. He does have the Blastoise for rapid spinning, and Rocks would be really great for that Yanmega. It really would, but the switch into Blastoise here is kind of obvious, to be perfectly honest. I don't see him staying in here because what's he going to do? What do they normally have? Double Edge, maybe with the Rock Head as a coverage move, I guess. Earthquake, probably Stone Edge. That's really all I'm thinking of right now. I'm not sensing that he wants to do anything but switch into the Blastoise. I'm going to set up the Rocks anyway, just to see what he wants to do. He actually is going to stay in here, and we'll see what he wants to go for in a second. He is going to go for the Double Edge, possibly predicting a switch. That does so much damage. So much damage. Why does that do so much? Do I have no resist to that? He might go for the Earthquake here, predicting me to switch into Aggron. That's very possible. Very, very possible. These ground types are going to be the enemy. I have a huge ground weakness on my team, and only one Levitate user. Aggron, Rapidash, and Jolteon are all weak to ground. Gardevoir doesn't take ground-type moves very well. This is not good. I really don't have anything to switch into that. He could potentially go for an Earthquake here. I just don't want to switch in Aggron to take that. I'm going to go for an Ice Beam here, maybe predicting that he wants to stay in and go for the Earthquake. I know it's early to start, trying to predict stuff, but that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go for the Ice Beam. I do outspeed, which is kind of interesting, but Marowak is so slow. That does nothing. He's going to go for the Double Edge again. I guess there's no reason for him not to at this point. And that just straight up KOs my Claydol. That's not what I should have done, I guess. I guess that was not the best play. But what we're going to do here is switch in Samurott. And I should be able to just hit him with any move, I guess. Any move that I want. I could unleash a Razor Shell, but the switch into Blastoise to be able to get the Rapid Spin off is pretty obvious. I don't think he has any coverage moves that are going to harm me other than the Double Edge. I am carrying the Focus Sash on this thing. So he might just want to sack this thing off. It's very, very possible. If he brings in the Blastoise, I have Mega Horn, but that's not going to do too much. Blastoise is way too thick to just go down in one hit to a Mega Horn. I'm going to go for the Swords Dance. I want to see what he wants to do. He is going to stay in and try to just KO me, I guess. Which is fine. There's... Oh, he has the Bone Meringue. That is going to do a lot of damage. And we do survive, but not by a lot. Not by a lot. I didn't even think of that. I'm not playing a good match here already. I'm pretty far behind. We're going to go for a Razor Shell, because that should take this thing out. Down goes the Marowak. That was actually a really cool animation. I should have went for the Razor Shell first, just to get rid of this thing and not take the damage. Because now he can come in with pretty much anything that just resists my moves and take me out. I'm really susceptible to priority here. He's got the Tentacruel, which probably is just going to go for Rapid Spin. I don't see why it wouldn't at this point. We did get one of his ground types out of the way, which is great news. Absolutely fantastic news. But that being said, it's not enough for me to be able to just come in with Jolteon and start spamming electric type moves. Aggron, unfortunately, is not carrying the Earthquake, so that could be a problem against this Tentacruel. My coverage move of choice is going to be the Ice Punch. Head Smash is going to do a lot to it, though. So that part is good. That part is really good. I can do a decent amount of damage, but once this Samurott goes down, I really don't have anything to take care of the whatchamacallit, the Crocodile, which could very well be a defensive set. And that could be a problem. I do have Gardevoir, and Gardevoir will at least be able to hit this thing with a Psychic, but I'm not invested. I'm specially defensive. So, this is a problem. If he has the Toxic Spikes, too, that could also be a huge issue, because I don't have Rapid Spin. And I'm going to predict him to go for a Rapid Spin, though. I really don't see any reason why he would be afraid of me at this point. So I'm going to go for the Razor Shell. He does outspeed. I don't think that will kill. Does barely anything. He gets a crit, and it does 10 HP. There's the Razor Shell. And that does a lot of damage. That is not a crit. He gets the defense drop as well. So even with the Black Sludge recovery, I'm pretty sure that an Aqua Jet is going to just take this thing out here. So he kind of has to switch if he wants to save this thing. And he's not. He's not going to switch out. He's just going to stay in and let this Tentacruel go down. So that is great. Samurott picking up 2 kills here on the Marowak and the Tentacruel. Even though I didn't necessarily play it the best, because he very easily could have just killed me with the Bone Meringue earlier. I'm just happy it didn't do that much. Holy Michaels, I'm sorry. The Victory Bell. I don't think this thing outspeeds me. I do not think that it does. Now, I haven't used Samurott too much, so I probably should have checked the speed tier. Do I risk it outspeeding me? Do I want to do that? Is that a thing that I want to do? He could very easily set up a Sunny Day here and start unleashing all kinds of terror on my team. That is not something that I'm looking forward to. I'm going to go for the Mega Horn and see what he wants to do. He is going to go for the Sunny Day, so he's going to get hit with a Mega Horn. Hopefully this hits, because if it does, it's going to do a lot of damage. And it's also going to reduce the amount of damage that my Water-type moves are going to do, specifically Aqua Jet. It just straight up dies to this Mega Horn. Samurott is just... it's on fire right now. I underestimated this thing by a lot. By a lot. Blastoise is next, and it can take any hit that I want to throw at it. Obviously, there's no reason for me to switch out at this point. I'm just going to go for a Mega Horn. I feel like that's my best bet. He's going to show the Mega Evolution here, and this is fine. I'm in a good position. I was in a bad position at the start of this match. He is going to outspeed me. He's going to go for the Dark Pulse. That's going to finish me off, so that's unfortunate. We still have a 1 Pokemon lead. Not that that means anything, because things can turn around so quickly. It's crazy how fast things can turn around, actually. And Mega Blastoise is no joke. No joke whatsoever. I could go into Jolteon here. That would force him out at the very least. But, that being said, he still has that Crocodile just hanging around, and I don't have any anything to switch into if it comes in. Like, Earthquake is just going to demolish the rest of my team, to be honest. I'm going to go into Gardevoir here, because most of the time they carry Thunderbolts. That could be something that he could be afraid of. Very, very, very possibly. I can also go for... Oh, yay, Mega Launcher. I really needed that. I don't know if he's going to want to stay in. He might predict a Thunderbolt and go into Crocodile, and a Will-O-Wisp would not be a bad play at all to get the residual damage off. Water Pulse isn't going to do a whole lot, and I am specially defensive. I'm going to go for a Willow. I feel like that's safe. He is going to stay in Dark Pulse, so that is okay. That does decent damage, but I'm going to flinch and not be able to move. So that is unfortunate. Now I pretty much have to wish, I guess, and hope that he doesn't get another flinch. He's just going to keep Dark Pulsing me, and there's not much I can do about it. There's the wish. There is the wish. I don't think he can KO me with another Dark Pulse with the lefty's recovery. So what I'm going to do here is now I'm going to go for the Willow instead of the Protect. He is going to go for the Dark Pulse. Even if I flinch, I should still get my recovery. And there's the Willow, so that's fantastic. He definitely knows what kind of set I'm running now. If the Wish didn't give it away, the Willow definitely does. He's seen most of my move pool now. He's outlasted the Sun as well, so now Water Pulse can be a thing, and that's going to do a lot of damage. That is going to do a lot of damage. The one thing I do have on my side is that I have the burn as the residual damage, but is that enough? Is that really enough? This Blastoise kind of just poops on my team. It takes out Aggron, takes out everything but Jolteon, but he still has the Crocodile waiting in the wings to just destroy me. And there's not a whole lot I can do about it. Not a whole lot I can do about it whatsoever. I'm going to Wish here. I feel like that's the best play. He's going to go for the Water Pulse now that the Sun is gone. And that's going to do a lot. Thankfully, no confusion there. That makes it worthwhile, I guess. And I don't know if I want to show off the Protect here. Don't know if I want to do that. I mean, Wish Protect is kind of annoying to play against, to be honest. Do I want to be that guy? I mean, I know I have Protect on the set, but I usually use it for scouting purposes, not necessarily for the Wish Protect combo. Can't switch in Aggron here in case he wants to stay in. Can't switch in Rapidash. The only thing I could do is switch in Jolteon and get the Wish to get all of my health back. But then he's going to switch into Crocodile, and there's not anything that I can do about it. So I'm going to try to outstall him a little bit until I can Psychic him. We are going to Protect. I'm going to be that person. So I apologize if that pisses you off, Swagma, because it might piss me off, to be honest, if I was in your position and I was getting stalled by Burn and Wish Protect. That's kind of lame. Kind of lame, but if I had any other choice, I would do something else. But going into Jolteon just means that you get a free switch into Crocodile, and I can't afford that because I have no moves to touch it. No moves whatsoever. So I don't know that... I mean, going into Crocodile is very risky because he doesn't know what my attacking move is either. It could be Moonblast for all he knows, and actually that would be the better coverage move, but I actually have Psychic. So if he's thinking I have the Moonblast, that might be why he's not switching in the Crocodile. He does not want to take that. And I do not blame him. And again, looking at my team, I really don't see what else I can go for here. Because Psychic, even from this range, is not going to kill him. It's not. It just isn't. He might withdraw. Nope, he's going to go for the Water Pulse. He's trying to get the Confusion, I guess, or a crit. It's really what he needs to hope for. There's the crit. And there's the Wish. I'm going to have to go for Protect this turn. Because there's just, like I said, there's not really much I can do there. I was like, why did that do so much damage? But of course, the crit. He's bound to get one eventually. Definitely bound to get one eventually. I think it's interesting that Mega Blastoise is faster than me. But that being said, he just looks so bulky, you know what I mean? Like, Gardevoir looks like she could move a little bit quickly, I guess. This is actually a male Gardevoir, so I don't know what I'm talking about. That was kind of insulting, but I will take that back, I suppose. And can he kill me with a Water Pulse from there? I feel like he might be able to. The protect. Yeah, protect is very obvious here. But again, what do I do in this situation? What else can I possibly do in this situation? I feel like I have to protect. If I go for the Psychic, that's not going to do much. Then he'll definitely switch in the Crocodile because he'll know I can't do anything to him. He could probably one-shot me with an Earthquake, depending on what kind of spread he is. There's the lefties, so this is a little bit of a stall match here. And I feel bad about that. I do not like stalling like this. And I'm normally, if anything, I'm on the other side of it. At least it's not Toxic Stall, I guess. We're going to go for a Psychic here to try to kill this thing. He's going to go for the Water Pulse. And hopefully no confusion is all I'm asking for. No confusion indeed. There's the Psychic. And that is going to not finish off the Blastoise, but the burn damage is. So that is good. He probably will bring in, if I had to guess, actually I don't know. It depends on what kind of set he's running. He's got the Crocodile and the Yanmega left. The rocks are not in play anymore because he did Rapid Spin them away, so the Yanmega would be safe. Look at that beautiful shiny Crocodile. That is just fantastic. I actually have a Kalos bred shiny Sandile that I have yet to level up. But this kind of makes me want to do that because look how pretty this thing is. He might just very well be able to just one-shot me here with an Earthquake. But that being said, I have no switch-ins. I have 0 switch-ins to this thing. And I can't touch it because I don't have... Nope, I don't have anything for it. I have nothing. So let's Willow here. He's going to go for the Earthquake. That might just destroy my life. And I am going to barely survive. Hit him with a Willow. Thankfully, Willow didn't miss. That would have been the worst possible time to ever miss a Willow in the history of forever. So there's the lefties. He is going to finish me off this turn because there's really not much that I can do. Not much that I can do whatsoever. I seriously cannot even hit this thing with anything. So I'm going to go for a Wish here. He is going to EQ, and he does outspeed me. I'm just going to let my Gardevoir go down. That is a little bit unfortunate because he does have a very powerful special attacker left. But, But, it probably has the tinted lens too, so it's not like I'll be safe from anything, because I do have a resist in Rapidash. Aggron actually resists the Bug Buzz as well. Let's bring in Aggron and set up an Autotomize. Because I'm pretty sure at +2 speed, I should outspeed Yanmega, because I am running a max speed EV spread. So pretty sure. It's a little bit risky, but that's what I'm going to do. He's going to go for the EQ here. Obviously, he outspeeds. It's going to do a lot of damage. And I am able to tank that kind of, sort of okay. I'm pretty sure the Yanmega does not get any priority. So we should be okay here. I can pretty much just go for whatever I want. There's the lefties. He's going to take burn damage. I wonder what kind of set this thing is running with lefties. I feel like that should have did more damage too. Or it should have done more damage. Sorry, I can actually English. Yes, if he's defensive, he might actually live in Ice Punch. That would not be ideal. I'm going to go for it anyway. We're going to go for it anyway. He's going to stay in. He has no reason to switch at this point. And he's going to live that by a lot. I'm going to take Life Orb damage. And there's the EQ. That's going to finish me off. So that is... Yeah, that is a dead Aggron. So Aggron did absolutely nothing in this battle, which is a bit unfortunate. But, yeah, that has to be a defensive Crocodile. It's the only thing I can imagine. It's the only thing I can imagine that he is. There's the burn. So that brings him down into a range where I can pretty much KO him with anything. Rapidash should outspeed. And then Jolteon should be able to survive one hit from Yanmega if need be. It's really come down to the wire here. Really, really come down to the wire. So, let's see here. I do have the low kick, but I am choice banded, so I'm just going to lock myself into the Flare Blitz. I do outspeed. That's going to be a dead Crocodile. We already know he's not carrying the Rocky Helmet, so I don't have to worry about that. The only thing that we have to worry about is the recoil from the Flare Blitz, which isn't going to be that much. because he didn't have that much HP left. So yeah, it's about like 14 HP, which is not much at all. The Yanmega is going to come in here, and I don't know what kind of set it's running. Most of the time, most of the ones that I've seen have been choice specs, but that doesn't mean that that's what this is necessarily. We're just going to go for a Flare Blitz and see if Rapidash can pick up another kill. He's going to go for the Endure. Oh no. Oh no, that is not good. That is not good. I smell trouble. I smell trouble here. He's going to endure the hit, and he has some kind of berry. It's going to be the weakness policy. That is so scary. That is so scary with the speed boost, too. I think that just won him the match. Wow, that is awesome. I'm not even mad that I'm going to lose this. We're going to go for a Flare Blitz here. He's going to take us out with the Air Slash. And Bug Buzz should be able to finish off the Jolteon because I'm not running the Focus Sash. I actually have Choice Specs. So that is a bit unfortunate. I really thought I might have had this match in the bag, but that was just an incredible set. Never seen that before, never even heard anyone talk about it, but I cannot get mad at that. Cannot get mad at that. And I even stalled him for a while, and he still beat me. So there you go. You know what? We're going to go for the Thunderbolt. There's no reason to go for anything else. There is the Bug Buzz. That should finish things off here, because +2 Yanmega is incredibly powerful. Jolteon just goes down. Fantastic match. He won by 1 HP. Again, I lose at the last possible minute. That's pretty much how this match, or the match that I had with him previously, went. Pretty much the exact same way. I pulled out ahead a little bit, and then at the end, I just lost it. Last time it was due to hacks. This time it was due to him just having an incredible set. So, hope you guys enjoyed this match. Thank you very much for the battle. Swagma, his YouTube channel and Twitter link and all that stuff will be in the description below for you guys. So, feel free to go check him out. Really cool guy. As you can see, he brings some awesome sets. So, yeah, thank you all for watching, and I will see you for the next battle. But until then, game on.